So, with the new Superman on the horizon, it's not an understatement to say that a whole universe hangs in the balance, both literally and figuratively.
Quit messing around!
I'm not messing around, I'm doing important stuff.
With the Snyderverse behind us, nerds are looking cautiously to the future of some of our favorite characters. Characters who have had both great and, should we say, questionable outings? But can DC deliver on this high-stakes reboot? In comes James Gunn, indie movie hero, Marvel's favorite son until he wasn't, and now head of one of the industry's largest treasure trove of stories, the DC Library of Characters. He's outspoken, he curses, he tweets, but most important of all, he's a fan. But is he the best choice for Superman? And what's more, will he be able to lead the new DC universe? While Gunn has garnered a bit of a cult following with his earlier work, including his first foray into the superhero genre with Super,
Shut up, crime!
his big jump onto the caped main stage was Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. And let me tell you, if Iron Man was a B-tier hero when his first movie came out, Guardians was deeper into the alphabet than Star-Lord Zune. But Gunn made it work. So much so that it spun out into 2 more movies, a Kevin Bacon Christmas special, and a bunch of cartoons. His almost fan-like involvement and insistence on just having a fun time oozed onto the screen. After a series of unearthed tweets temporarily upended his dealings with the House of Ideas, he was recruited by the, let's call it, disaster-laden flophouse that was the DCU, led by hero of the online masses, Zack Snyder. First, he took on the Suicide Squad in 2021. A continuation? Revival? Reboot? I don't know. A something related to David Ayer's Suicide Squad from 2016, following it up with Peacemaker, and then finally taking the big chair as head of the studio. He laid his foundation on the ashes of the old one, doing away with the majority of the Snyderverse canon. I mean, Flash kind of killed everything anyway, but I digress. Gunn's initial plan and approach seems to be more coherent from the start. In more than one interview, he's insisted that no project will move ahead without an almost masterpiece-level script. A point confirmed by the fact that both of his first projects, Peacemaker and Creature Commandos, were both completely unknown characters, and both were critically acclaimed and beloved by fans. Gunn will start his new movie universe proper with Superman. It's safe to say he didn't pick the easiest character to kick things off with. And oh boy, has the internet had some thoughts. Criticism towards everything, from casting to tone to style, has been through the roof. However, these same points have been raised by many defending the film and by extension the character. Superman, by his very nature, is a Boy Scout. A goofy, bright, colorful do-gooder. A relic from a time when good guys were just that. Good guys. This is a point hammered over and over again as a negative by people looking for edgier versions of characters. But Gunn went ahead and made the desire to be good, even in a world that doesn't reflect that goodness, a core characteristic of his Superman.
Consider the consequences.
People were going to die!
This not-so-small decision by Gunn is what makes this a different movie and a different character than the last on-screen iteration of Clark Kent. One that is not just chiseled chin, blue eyes, and a dead dad, but an insistent and almost stubbornly good man. This decision can help us understand that Gunn is in it for more than just the spectacle. He wants a clear and faithful representation of a character that shouldn't be bound by the trends of superhero aesthetics. There's no need for gritty and dark if it doesn't serve the character. Gunn has always played in that sandbox. Even the most obscure characters have innate traits that need to be respected, and he seems to want to do that. Every detail and decision so far seems to answer that very edict. I mean, sure, studio policies will always be at play, and audiences now more than ever seem to want to look for the negative in everything. But Gunn seems to be up to the challenge. And as for Superman, well, maybe the S should stand a little less for grim dark hope and a bit more for good old-fashioned heart.